What is going on? This is Darius from Nissan here. Today we're going to take a quick look at this 2024 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum. Let's check it out. Right up front here, we're going to have LED daytime running lights, LED headlights down below. Getting a little lower than that, we're going to see here your parking sensors along the bumper. You're going to have several of those for getting your distance and sonar going for parking up front. If there's anything near you, it's going to let you know ahead of time so that you can start slowing down and stopping the car before you bump into something. You're going to have a sensor down low here as well, right underneath the emblem. That little box there is going to be for your radar for your cruise control and your emergency braking. Now you're going to have a camera as well right underneath the emblem here for your around view monitor. As we come around the side here, you're going to see you get your big platinum wheels or two-tone black inner pockets and a machined exterior finish. Nice touring tires on there as well. If we look up in the mirror, we're going to also have a camera right up. Let's see if you can kind of see it in there a little bit. Right there for your around view monitor as well. Give you a nice profile of the car. It's a mid-size 3-row SUV. So it's not going to be as big as things like the Armada, but definitely give you a lot more space than something like a Rogue. All 4 doors are going to have keyless entry. So you're going to have this there that you can use to lock. And then when you grab it, it unlocks. Inside of here, we got the beautiful brown interior. This is going to swing up here, attach right up to the top of the window frame. Great little shades built right in for you. Plenty of cup holders. You got 18 in these guys between cup holders and like the door drink holders and everything. So plenty of room for drinks. This one happens to have the bench seat. There's also the captain's chairs as an option. The bench gives you that extra seat, so you get 8 instead of 7. If we actually press this button right down here, we can send that forward. You can take a peek in here. Now these seats in the second row are all the way back, so that's, you know, as little legroom as you could possibly get in the third row, but you can actually adjust where on the sliding bar this seat is going to sit here and the other side as well to kind of partition that legroom a little better. And I'll show you what this is like with the seats put down also. We'll get to that once we get to the back of the car. Now the back of the second row seat also has the button for releasing it so that the third row people aren't waiting for the second row people to do it. So that works out quite nicely. Seats are two-tone in here a little bit. You get the black accents throughout. And then right in here, that's going to drop down for your cup holders and additional storage. We've also got back here, if we check that out, full climate controls for your second row. You've got your own fan speed, temperature, location where it's blowing from, and heated seats for the outboard seats in the second row. So all of that, the climate is going to control for the second and third row. That can also be done from the front. USB ports in, you get a 120 plug right down there as well. So easy to stay connected, all the devices and everything for those longer trips. Also, when you look up back here, you're going to see that nice panoramic moonroof. So it gives plenty of natural light and open kind of feeling for that second row. Let's go to the back. So in the back of the car here, a few things to show off for you. First of all, you're going to have your tow hitch receiver down there and a 7-pin plug-in. This is actually capable of towing 6,000 pounds. And that's because it has the factory hitch with it, which is fantastic. Another feature that this has, I'm going to show you right here. This is the motion-activated tailgate. So you can actually just do this. Just a quick kick underneath. There we go. It's going to beep those 3 times at us, and it's going to motorize open. It can also close that way as well. Now, back here, to show you your kind of trunk space area, you're going to have some extra storage up underneath because they know that, you know, with the third row, it's going to take up a lot of that space. So you get the room under here. These are actually removable, so you can get those kind of situated however you need to. If you want them out completely or just one in for your different cargo. Got your first aid kit right there. Got your cargo net back here as well that's going to hook up to the D-ring there and down here. Same thing on the other side as well. Except on this side, you're also going to get a 12-volt plug-in. So if we close that back down, a couple of things worth pointing out. One, these can recline more to give the third row passengers some extra comfort, a little bit more room to stretch out. And for your headrests, you just pull these up manually to release them. Pull that. And if we want to put them down, easiest way to do this right here, we're just going to push up. And that's up in that upward position. And just push it forward, and that's going to drop itself down. Same thing on this side. If we want to do that, just push it right down. That gives you a ton of extra room back here. If you're not going to use the third row for seating, you can use it for storage and cargo. When you're ready to pull this up, just grab the little lever here, a little rope there, and when that drops down, it's actually got a little piece of Velcro on it. It's going to Velcro attach right into there. So very easy to do from the back. You can do it all one-handed, really. So if you've got stuff in your hands, cargo to get in, that's no problem. More cup holders back there too. You can see it's also USB plug-in right there underneath that little cover. Now for that motion activated tailgate, we're going to just do that again to close it. So quick down, you heard the beeps, and now it's coming down entirely on its own. If you want to pause and take a look at this, there's a couple of little recommendations as far as how to use that motion activated liftgate. And then we're going to jump to the front. And here we are from the driver's perspective. So I'm going to start it up by putting my foot on the brake, and I'm going to give that start button there a quick press. That screen's going to come to life, that screen's going to come to life, and your dashboard's going to pop up on there. And then also your heads-up display is going to start appearing on the windshield. So you can see that 0 miles per hour there. You can only see that from the driver's seat. That's going to have a lot of good information on there too for you. This current speed limit. You'd have it show you your turn-by-turn directions and give you a heads up if any calls or texts come in. That way you can handle those, respond to them. That's showing you the status of all your seat belts. So all the seat belts are unbuckled right now. Those would turn green if the seat belts are buckled. So we're going to get out of that for now. We can take a look at this advanced drive assist display. I'm going to actually just scroll through a couple of the menus here just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Lots of good information, all of your tire pressures, music, safety settings, your main settings page in here. It's going to have a whole bunch of stuff. So you can really kind of get this customized and make it your own. Now this is here, your home screen. So that left-hand portion of the center that's got the car and the compass, that would turn into turn-by-turn if you're using the built-in navigation. You've got your current media stuff, speed, and then your gear and your tachometers over there. If you like a more traditional view, we can actually press this here and then change our meter view, and that's going to give us that slightly more typical gauge cluster style. So you get a little bit less out of the middle section there of what would be the advanced drive assist display, but then when you do this, it kind of opens it up and you get the full picture. You're going to have all your controls for your music along here. This is all going to control for that screen, that digital dashboard. You got your voice controls, answer and hang up calls, and then your Pro Pilot Assist, which is your distance pacing and steering assisted cruise control. So that turns it on, that adjusts your distance, and then you can use that to adjust your speed. And then if you do or do not want the steering assist on, the little steering wheel button right there is going to be the quick on off for that. Similarly, if you do or do not like the heads up display on the windshield there, then that button here is going to control if that's going to be on or off. So you can cycle it through just with press of that while you're going down the road. You get memory seating positions, fold-in mirrors here. These are going to be one-touch windows as well. On your window, on your mirror there, you're going to have your blind spot monitor that'll light up orange when somebody's in that blind spot zone. So just look out for that. And it also has the ability to, if you're going to change lanes and maybe merge into somebody, it can actually give you a little nudge back into your lane. You're going to have your big screen on here on the Platinum. This is going to have wireless Apple CarPlay. It's got Android Auto, Sirius XM, built-in navigation, all sorts of goodies, and all of your cameras. So right here, you can see your front view and then your overhead view. We can actually adjust that. That's your passenger side front corner over there. So if you're doing any kind of parallel or curbside parking, that's a really nice feature to have. If we do camera again, we're going to get a wide-angle front view so you can see if cars are coming forward and backwards, kind of perpendicular to you. Same thing in reverse. Wide angle rear view, and then that goes to your standard rear view and overhead, and then rear view and front corner. So lots of good stuff there. To go into reverse, by the way, from park, which is just a press of this button, I press this button in, push forward, that's reverse. For drive, I'm just going to pull the whole thing straight back. When I want to go to neutral, just push forward and hold, or from reverse, I'm going to pull back and hold. So very easy to use once you kind of get used to it. It does take a little bit to kind of learn it. Just like anything, there's a bit of a learning curve, and then it becomes supernatural. Looking down here on all your climate controls, you're going to have your heated seats, your ventilated seats here. So those are really nice for the summertime. It's a little cold out today, so we'll keep the heated seats on. Got your heated steering wheel right there, controls for the rear, and then it's dual zone up front with that third tri-zone for the back that you can control up here or allow them to do it from back there. Those are the controls that we looked at on the back of the console. So those are nice and easy, pretty intuitive. Like this is all your modes and then your fan speeds there, recirculator, just quite straightforward. Down here, we're going to have a wireless phone charger, and it is a little dark, so bear with me. We'll get you focused in on that. A couple of USB ports. You get a Type-C and a Type-A there. The 12-volt plug-in, and then that whole piece down here is the wireless charger. You set the phone down, and if you're using wireless CarPlay, it's going to connect to that automatically. We just talked about the shifter. You got your cup holders here, a little extra storage, electronic parking brake and auto hold, great features. If you do not like the idle start stop, you can turn that off by pressing this button. You have to do it every time you start the car though, just as a heads up. All your driving modes here. So just to show you, I'm going to start it over here all the way to the left. And on the dashboard, when you go through the wheel, as you turn it, you can see the little orange dot on the wheel moving on the screen. It's doing the exact same thing on the actual physical wheel, showing you what mode you're in. You can do this on the fly. You can adjust it to wherever you need it, and it's going to show you on here, and then it's also going to show you right below the P for park what mode you're in. So really cool to be able to adjust those, especially while you're moving. Pop this open, you get a little bit of extra storage space in here in the console. Oop, there we go, nice and focused now. Then up here, you're going to have controls for your lights. This is your master light control. That's for if you want the lights to come on when the doors open. Controls for your moonroof. This one's for the glass, this one's for the shade. Telematics SOS button there just in case you need it. Got your nice sunglasses holder, very convenient feature to have if you like to wear sunglasses in the car. And your rear mirror is going to have home link garage door openers built in there, so you can do 3 of them. Hopefully I covered everything you're hoping to see in this video. If I missed anything or you have further questions about the car, leave a comment down below. I'm happy to get back to those in the comment section on YouTube. Otherwise, get in touch with us. But thank you for your time. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope to see you soon.